So I was going through the phone section on Jumia like always. And there's this hike in prices of phone due to the pandemic. Most phones are now twice their normal prices. Well, I kept going and then I stumbled upon this really cheap smartphone. The price really got my attention and the specs it offered looked too good to be true. Well, to cut the long story short, I placed an order. While waiting for the arrival of this smartphone, to be honest, I was expecting to be disappointed, but I was wrong. You might think this is one of those generic smartphones you see online, but no, this device is actually from a well-established brand, Opera. And that is from the makers of Opera Mini, Opay, Oride, Olist, Opera News, and now a smartphone brand, Olla. In fact, this is not their first smartphone. We actually have a few others like the M1 Lite, M6, M8, V9 Pro, and others I didn't mention. Recently, they even launched a $100 pop-up selfie-camera smartphone. Well, that's that. What we have here is the Olla M8. The retail box actually looks premium, to be honest. And without further ado, let's dive into the box and see if this device lives up to the spec written on the box. Or maybe they're just like some company that claims to be using a 64MP Sony camera on a phone with a P22 processor.
Chai!
In the box, we have been greeted with the M8, but it doesn't come alone. You will also get a silicone case, earphone, warranty card, user guide, USB cable and a 5V charging adapter, not forgetting that there's already a screen glass protector stored on its display. All this for an unreasonably low price. Damn! Taking off the sticker, the first thing you notice is this water drop notch cutout, a 5.7-inch HD LCD display, and its large chain. At least you should expect the chain should be this big. At the top of the device lies a 3.5mm headphone jack, something you don't get in some $1,000 phones. At the right side, we have the volume rockers and the power button. At the bottom, you'll find two speaker drills, but one is used as a mic and the other speakers. And right in their midst is a micro USB port. Moving to the back, which is made of glossy plastic, you'll find a 13MP rear camera, a 0.3MP secondary camera which literally does nothing, and a flashlight which has this greenish tint and is not really bright. Next is a fingerprint sensor, something you don't expect to see on a phone this cheap. Like, I don't really expect this. The fingerprint is a little bit accurate and setting it up was pretty easy, and unlocking with it was a successful 3 out of 5 attempts. Taking off the cover, you'll find an SD card slot that can take up to 128GB, 2 SIM slots which supports a micro and a nano SIM, and a removable 3000 mAh battery. Speaking of the battery, with every usage, you get over 5 hours screen on time when fully charged. One for instance is that this phone takes 3 hours to go from 100 to 30%, and another 2 hours to go from 30 to 5%. Or maybe it's this unit's battery that needs calibration. Getting this device fully charged from 5% takes 2 hours at 4 minutes. That's kind of slow for a 3000 mAh battery, but you have to take what you get. Booting up the phone for the first time can take up to or even more than 3 minutes, so do not panic. After that, it takes only 30 seconds from power off to home screen. Setting up the phone for the first time is just like every other Android 9 smartphone. Yeah, it runs on Android 9, and I hope you receive security monthly updates or even a major OS update, but I doubt so. I doubt so. Its UI looks and feels like stock Android, but it comes with a few bloatware. Not a few. The whole of Opera services like Opera App, Opera Mini, Olist, Opay, Oride, the almighty notification sending and ad popping Opera News, which are already disabled. Moving to performance, the Olla M8 uses the MediaTek 6739 processor found on the Mitigate 3 and other low-end phones. And this means you also get 4G network. That's good, right? You would also get 6GB of internal storage and 2GB of RAM. Dual sensor we get here is an accelerometer, no proximity sensor or gyroscope. Its display only supports 2 fingers, so its response to touches and typing is not that great. For games, I would advise you to avoid graphic intense games and stick to 2D games, like play Toons Cup 20 instead of playing FIFA 19, or Dancing Line instead of PUBG. Rather play Free Fire. Moving to the camera, you shouldn't expect much since this is a low-end phone. Low-light photos look grainy and lack details, but photos in well-lit environments look really nice, to be honest. Turning on HDR mode does very little or even nothing. Well, using a third-party camera app called Manual Camera actually takes really nice HDR and DPO shots and are way better than the stock camera. The 5MP front camera shares the same low-light story, but performed better than I expected in good lighting. Both the rear and front-facing camera doesn't have a portrait mode, but can install Google Camera Go to do its stuff. The Olla M8 and the Mitigate 3 has a lot in common, from Android versions to similar camera UI, same storage combination, same screen resolution, but the M8 screen looks better sharp. I think they even have same weight, but with different build quality. You can get the Olla M8 from any retail store that sells Olla products, or from Jumia for, guess how much? 16.5. Well, that's all for now. If you find this video helpful, like and share. And one more thing, subscribe!